Hey everybody, I remember a couple of years ago, one of my colleagues was like, why are we spending so much time creating all this great content, spending so much time creating all these great lists, but then sometimes emails do not make it into the inbox of our prospect at the rate we would like. So now, fast forward a few years, we're at 99.8% deliverability, and we've accomplished this through a few different techniques. The most important thing, if you go search this online, you will see a lot of times people give you squishy answers like double opt-in. Well, if we're doing cold prospecting, we're not getting opt-ins. Suppression lists. Suppression lists are important, but that's table stakes. What I believe in is technical answers to technical questions. So we're gonna talk about 3 things that you can do today that will fix your email deliverability for the better moving forward. So the first one is SPF, or Sender Policy Framework. Sender Policy Framework is basically telling the email clients that you're emailing into what IP addresses are allowed to be sending from your particular email domain. What this does is 2 things, and it's cause and effect. 1, people who are spoofing or basically acting like they're from your email domain are less likely to do that. Because of that, your email domain becomes more trusted by the internet service or the email service providers. Sender Policy Framework, I am putting a link to instructions that will show you exactly how you can fix your Sender Policy Framework if you don't currently have one. So that will be in the notes. The second thing is Domain Key Identification Method. That is DKIM. What DKIM does is it basically signs your emails, and it essentially is your domain taking responsibility for sending the emails, which means it's less likely to be from a malicious source. Once again, making sure that the email service providers are more trusting of the emails that are coming from your email domain. So I have put a link explaining exactly what DKIM is, and then 2 links, one for Google, so Gmail accounts, and then one for Microsoft Office or 365 accounts, or any Exchange emails as well. This will work for us. So 2 links there, fix that today. It's very simple. The third is not something that you need to set up on your domain, but it is very, very important to stop using things like Bitly or the HubSpot URL shortener or any URL shortening or tracking tool that takes away your domain from the link as you put it in. So if your domain is companyaa.com and you are creating a link that is like bit.ly/XYZ or hub.ly or whatever the URL shortening and the tracking is, if that domain that you're putting into your email does not match with the domain that you are sending from, you're going to lose trust from the inbox or from the email client that you are sending into. What is likely to happen is that email will be blocked because they're not sure where you are sending. So you want that, or where you're sending the person receiving the email. So you want to make sure that that domain in your link matches the domain that you're sending from. So you can use things like the Google Tag Manager that are much more effective at tracking, for 1, and 2, don't give you that effect of a domain not matching the domain that you're sending from. So those are 3 things. Sender Policy Framework, DKIM, both of those have links to fix those today in the description of this video. And then the third thing is stop using URL shorteners or anything that is sucking the domain that you are sending from out of the link that you are including in your email, and get that domain back into the link so that way your email will be trusted as it comes into the inboxes. Thank you everybody, and happy sending.